You know, Michigan is important for a lot of different reasons. One, obviously, it's going to be an early state. Geographically, you know, it provides part of the diversity that tests people in their field. And I think that's going to be important in our primary. And, you know, I find that people in Michigan are a lot like people I run into in Tennessee. We have the same basic concerns for our country, the future for our country. So it's a particular different kind of strategy for one state as opposed to any other.
So you play here hard?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I noticed where I'm doing pretty good. And this is my first trip in. So hopefully with more trips I'll do better.
How would you fix the unemployment problem here in Michigan?
Well, I think that we need to look at the unemployment problem nationwide. First of all, make sure we're doing sound things that will benefit everyone, including Michigan. We have a good unemployment situation, relatively speaking, historically speaking, nationwide. But there are pockets where there are problems. Of course, Michigan is a classic example of that. And the auto industry, of course, is a big part of that. I think they're doing some restructuring now that hopefully will pay benefits. Hopefully they can, I don't mean that pay benefits literally, because that's one of the issues that are on the table. Hopefully that will work out well for them. And hopefully they can reach some accommodation with regard to their legacy costs and things like that. Just sound economic policy, low taxes, less regulation, hopefully get a break on energy costs eventually. Things like that are going to do more for the economy than anything else.
Senator, what separates you from the rest of the pack?
Well, I won't compare myself at this stage of the game with any of my friends in the primary. There'll be time enough for that. A lot of us probably agree on some of the same basic principles. My deal is a relationship with the American people and a relationship with the primary. It all depends on that. If they feel like that I'm the person to lead us into the challenges that we're going to be facing and has a better grasp for the needs in terms of our national security in the future, our prosperity, the need for unity among our people, then things are going to work out well for me. It doesn't matter what my opponents do. But if some of them reach that achievement, then you know, it doesn't matter what I do. So it's not about me and them right now. And I'm not going to get in and start cutting them down. There'll be opportunities to explain our differences when we have them. And we can talk about how long we've had the principles that we're now articulating. And that'll be fine and well and good. Now, it's between me and the American people and the dialogue that we've been having for actually a few months now, and the one that I hope to have for the next several months.
Senator, do you still support and are you still proud of the role you had in the passage of the Campaign Finance Reform Act?
Yeah. The central part of that was getting rid of soft money. I'm for that. I came from the real world where it was a bad idea to be able to give hundreds of thousands of dollars to someone who had decision-making power over you. But in politics, it got to be the norm. Giving politicians, in effect, large sums of money or money for their benefit, and then having legislation pending before them that you come and try to exert your influence on. I don't think it's a good idea. So I'm for the limitation of soft money. And, you know, I was able, through my amendment, to raise the hard money limit. So they got double an index for inflation, and I'm proud of that part too. The part that has not worked out, and really was a mistake, were the attempts to to place limitations on campaign ads in certain parts of the process. The Supreme Court has got better things to do than to hear 100 different cases on 100 different kinds of ads run in different campaigns. There's been an administrative bureaucracy set up to deal with that. It's cost entirely too much. It's diverted our resources. It's placed unfair limitations on people. It hasn't worked out the way that it should have, and I don't think that part of it was a good idea.
Senator, how well do you think the American people are receiving your campaign?
Well, I think that it's been exceptionally well. We've been out on the trail now for a couple of weeks. You got to be there with me to see not only the level of enthusiasm, but the quality of it and the extent to which people, I think, have kind of been waiting for it. And I'm very appreciative of that. It's proceeding along the same lines that I thought it would. Everybody was clamoring, oh, it's too late, and all the beltway professionals, said that. They said you had to raise $100 million this calendar year and that sort of thing. But my reception has been extremely good, and from the looks of the national polls, the people across the country have accepted me pretty well too.